In the heart of Houston's prestigious River Oaks, tucked behind iron gates and whispering oak trees, stands a $23.5 million mansion. Marble floors gleam under soft light, a private wine cellar waits below, and a full golf simulator hides behind polished doors. This isn't just a home, it's a statement, a sanctuary of grace and success. But here's the real story. How did a boy from Lagos, Nigeria, once just a soccer goalkeeper, rise to own one of Texas's most exclusive addresses? Meet Hakeem "The Dream" Olajuwon. His journey begins far from fame. As the third of 8 children in a hard-working Yoruba family, his parents ran a modest cement business, not wealthy but rich in values, discipline, honesty, and faith. Back then, basketball wasn't even on his radar. Young Hakeem was flying across dusty soccer fields, diving for saves, building the balance and agility that would later redefine the NBA. And the twist? He didn't touch a basketball until he was 15. Imagine it. While future pros were breaking records in high school, Hakeem was still learning to dribble, even standing on a chair just to touch the rim. Most would have laughed it off. He didn't. From the first time he played, he said, "I knew this was my life." That spark carried him from Lagos to the University of Houston, where a coach saw potential others missed. It was a leap of faith, one that turned a humble dream into a legendary legacy. Are you ready to step inside his world? It was a jump into the unknown. New country, new culture, a sport at the highest level. Could he survive? Could he rise? At first it was tough. As a freshman, Hakeem wasn't even starting. But slowly he began to shine. By his sophomore year, he had earned a nickname, "The Dream." Why? Because his moves on the court looked effortless, almost magical, like something out of a dream. Then came destiny. Leading the Houston Cougars, Hakeem took his team to back-to-back NCAA finals in the early 80s. They didn't win, but he left his mark, winning the NCAA tournament's Most Outstanding Player in 1983. Imagine that. The boy who first held a basketball at 15 was now dominating college basketball. The world started paying attention. But the biggest stage awaited, the NBA. The year was 1984. The draft was electric. Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, John Stockton, all names that would become legends. But who went first overall? Not Jordan, not Barkley, not Stockton. Hakeem Olajuwon, the quiet giant from Nigeria, chosen by the Houston Rockets. Scouts saw what others didn't. A center with size, grace, footwork like a dancer, hands soft as silk, and a will of iron. His rookie season, he didn't disappoint. The Rockets climbed the standings, arenas filled, and fans whispered, could this newcomer really be the real deal? He finished second in Rookie of the Year to Jordan. By his second year, he was already carrying Houston deep into the playoffs, and in 1986, alongside Ralph Sampson, he reached the NBA Finals against Larry Bird's Celtics. They lost in 6 games, but everyone knew something big had arrived. Hakeem wasn't just playing basketball, he was rewriting the rules. The Rockets had talent, but greatness never comes easy. The late 80s tested Hakeem like never before. Houston stumbled, team chemistry faltered, and critics wondered if Olajuwon would ever become a true champion. How did he respond? By dominating everywhere. He led the league in rebounds, led in blocks, and even pulled off a quadruple double. Points, rebounds, assists, and blocks, all in double digits. Only a handful in NBA history had done that. Yet a championship still slipped through his fingers. Then came the early 90s. Hakeem evolved. He passed smarter, trusted his teammates, and Houston finally found its rhythm. In 1994, destiny called. The Rockets faced the New York Knicks in a brutal 7-game finals. Madison Square Garden roared one night, Houston Summit Arena the next. Hakeem delivered, averaging 26.9 points per game, clinching Houston's first professional sports championship in over 30 years. Finals MVP, first foreign-born player ever to earn it, and he didn't stop. In 1995, he led the Rockets back to the finals against Shaquille O'Neal's Orlando Magic. Many expected a loss. Hakeem didn't just win, he dominated, averaging nearly 28 points and 11 rebounds, sweeping Orlando in 4 games. Another championship, another Finals MVP. In 1994, he became the only player in history to win regular season MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, and an NBA championship all in the same season. The dream was now reality. He joined Dream Team 2 in the 1996 Olympics, winning gold alongside legends. By the late 90s, injuries took their toll. He left Houston for Toronto in 2001 and retired in 2002. Yet Olajuwon left a legacy, NBA's all-time leader in blocks, a record that still stands, a legend forever. So what happens when a legend steps off the court? For Hakeem Olajuwon, the answer surprised many. His next masterpiece wasn't in basketball but in real estate, and it's nothing short of spectacular. Nestled on a quiet cul-de-sac in Houston's prestigious River Oaks, Hakeem's $23.5 million mansion isn't just a home, it's a modern-day palace. At first glance, it's grand yet graceful. Designed by Curtis and Wyndham, the architecture perfectly balances timeless elegance with modern precision, set on 1.2 acres of lush greenery that feels miles away from the city. Step through the iron gates and the sweeping driveway hints at the lifestyle within. Polished hardwood floors stretch across sunlit rooms, chandeliers shimmer above, and art pieces punctuate soft-toned walls. The living room, anchored by a grand fireplace, feels both majestic and welcoming. But the heart of the house is the library, a sanctuary of dark wood shelves and leather-bound books. For a man whose life was built on discipline and learning, this is more than decoration. It's a reflection of Hakeem himself. Nearby, the wine room and bar glow softly, a space for celebrating victories, past and present, with friends. The master suite is a retreat unto itself, with a sun-drenched sunroom, boutique-worthy walk-in closet, and spa-like marble bathroom with an outdoor shower. The kitchen, open and flowing, leads to a covered terrace overlooking the backyard. Outside, paradise awaits, a glistening pool framed by pergolas and manicured lawns. Every corner of this home whispers the same thing Hakeem always did on the court: grace, power, and precision. To the side, a private putting green and high-tech golf simulator await, a perfect nod to a man whose footwork once dominated the basketball court. Here, Hakeem can practice his swing in peace. Upstairs, the mansion transforms into a playground of luxury, a billiard room for friendly competition, a home theater where family nights feel like Hollywood premieres, and a gym that keeps a legend fit. The TrackMan golf room stands out, a simulator so realistic, it's like stepping onto Pebble Beach or Augusta without leaving Houston. The garage is equally impressive, a 4-car showcase where each vehicle has its own stage, reflecting a life lived in style. Every corner of this home tells a story, a man who rose from humble beginnings to unimaginable heights. And then there's his second Houston estate, valued at around $15 million. A hidden fortress of comfort and style spread across 1.25 acres. From its stone facade and standing seam metal roof to the grand yet inviting entryway, it balances scale with intimacy. The formal living room flows seamlessly into a bar area, and the kitchen, equipped with L'Atelier ranges and Gaggenau appliances, feels fit for a Michelin star chef. Wide islands overlook the family room and terrace, opening onto a sparkling pool and manicured lawns. The private wine cellar and butler's pantry hint at evenings of quiet elegance, while the master suite, with its marble bath and boutique-sized closet, offers ultimate retreat. Upstairs, more bedrooms, a home theater, and plans for a tennis court and guest house ensure the estate entertains as beautifully as it comforts. And the cars, from a classic 1980 Mercedes W126 SE 280 to modern treasures, each tells a chapter of the man behind the legend. This isn't just living, it's storytelling in stone, steel, and style. Back in the 1980s, when Hakeem Olajuwon was just making his mark in the NBA, a Mercedes-Benz W126 SE 280 meant more than getting from point A to B. It was proof that the dream he'd carried from Lagos, soccer fields barefoot, humble beginnings, was real. Smooth handling, refined leather, quiet power, driving it through Houston with the city lights reflecting off polished chrome must have felt almost surreal. Fast forward to 2006, and Hakeem's life had evolved. The Mercedes S-Class became his car of choice, a symbol of prestige, technology, and quiet authority. This wasn't about speed, it was about presence, arriving in style for meetings, family outings, or moments that demanded respect. By 2018, the AMG G63 arrived, a bold, unapologetic beast. Twin-turbo V8, unmistakable growl, commanding attention everywhere. Deep into real estate, philanthropy, and enjoying decades of hard work, the G-Wagon embodied strength, resilience, and living life fully. And how did he build this world? Hakeem earned $110 million over 18 NBA seasons, but most of his $300 million net worth came after basketball. His real empire was in real estate. By 2006, he had already closed $100 million in property deals. Hakeem approached Houston like a point guard reads a court, buying land near highways, stadiums, and future developments before anyone else saw the value. 41 acres near NASA's Johnson Space Center became a retirement community. The old Federal Reserve turned into a mosque. He acquired the city's former World Trade Center, parking lots, apartments, commercial buildings, each purchase strategic, thoughtful, transformative. Hakeem Olajuwon didn't just leave a legacy on the court. He built it in the city itself, brick by brick, vision by vision. Hakeem Olajuwon's faith shaped more than his life. As a devout Muslim, he avoided loans and interest, buying everything in cash. No banks, no debt. When markets crashed, he stood firm. Never forced to sell, always in control. Patience and timing, skills that made him a basketball legend, became his secret weapon in business too. So what does a man who's built championships and empires do with his wealth? He gives it back. His philanthropic journey began in 1995 with the Dream Foundation in Amman, Jordan, helping young people gain education, housing, and jobs, offering opportunity and dignity. Later came the Big Man Camp, a basketball camp that became mentorship at the highest level. Legends like Kobe Bryant, Yao Ming, and LeBron James learned not just post moves, but lessons in discipline, respect, and giving back. When Hurricane Harvey hit Houston in 2017, Hakeem quietly donated $150,000 to relief efforts. No press, no fanfare, just action. In 2023, he returned to the University of Houston to host a free camp for over 120 kids, teaching jump shots and showing dreams can be real. His impact went global. In 2014, the NBA named him Africa's Global Ambassador, spreading basketball and hope across the continent. Even today, his generosity continues. $4.8 million to modernize the Toyota Center, in Dream Haven, a $9.6 million project transforming a Houston mansion into a shelter for homeless teens, offering housing, education, counseling, and job training. For Hakeem, success isn't measured in trophies or wealth. It's measured in lives lifted, dreams realized, and communities strengthened. Set to open in 2026, Dream Haven will stand as a legacy far beyond any championship banner. It begs the question, what truly defines a legend? Is it trophies, wealth, records, or the way a person lifts others as they rise? For Hakeem Olajuwon, the answer is clear. His dream was never just his own, it was for everyone. Behind the towering achievements and sprawling estates, Hakeem's life is grounded in faith, family, and simplicity. In 1996, he married Dalia Asafi in Houston, and together they raised 4 children in a home built on warmth and love. From a previous relationship, he had a daughter, Abisola, who followed in his footsteps, McDonald's All-American WNBA player. His sons, Abdullah and Abdulrahman, represented Jordan in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. 3 generations of Olajuwons carrying the game forward. At home, Hakeem isn't the towering NBA icon. He's a father teaching discipline, a husband valuing peace, a man who prays 5 times a day and begins each morning with quiet reflection. Those who know him describe a humility rooted in Lagos, soft-spoken, thoughtful, never boastful. Fluent in English, French, Arabic, and Yoruba, he uses language to connect, not impress. Even his choices outside basketball reflect his values. Instead of flashy sneakers, he chose affordable ones for kids. Instead of chasing extravagance, he invested in real estate to build communities. Today, Hakeem balances quiet luxury with grounded simplicity, multi-million-dollar homes, luxury cars, and worldwide respect, yet remains a man defined more by character than by fortune. What can we learn from Hakeem's life? Success isn't just trophies, it's the lives we touch. Wealth isn't just dollars, it's the legacy we leave. If you had $300 million, would you live like Hakeem? Quietly powerful, generous, grounded, or chase the spotlight? Every legend begins with a dream. If you love stepping inside Hakeem Olajuwon's world, like, comment, and subscribe for more inside the lives, mansions, and stories of the world's most fascinating icons. Sometimes, the real magic isn't the game, it's the life they build.